We're down to the final four in the NFL playoffs, and the road to the Super Bowl is almost complete. The AFC and NFC Championship games are here, and the betting odds are already telling an interesting story. Favorites, underdogs, injuries, and momentum, all of it is shaping how these massive matchups are being viewed. If you want to understand who's expected to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl and why, let's break it all down in simple terms. At this stage of the playoffs, only two teams remain in each conference. Every mistake matters, every drive counts, and one big play can completely change the outcome. In the AFC Championship, we're looking at a matchup that became far more unpredictable after a major injury. Denver survived a dramatic divisional round win, but they lost their starting quarterback in the process. That means a backup will now lead the offense in the biggest game of the season, and that alone has shifted how people are betting on this game. Normally, home field advantage in a conference championship is huge. The crowd noise, the familiarity with the stadium, and the pressure on the visiting team all matter. But when you're missing your starting quarterback, better start asking serious questions. Can the backup manage the moment? Will the game plan become more conservative? These concerns are exactly why the odds tightened, and why many people see this AFC matchup as far closer than it looked just a week ago. On the NFC side, the storyline is completely different. This is a rivalry matchup between two teams that know each other extremely well. Seattle comes in as the favorite, largely because of their consistency, defensive strength, and ability to control games at home. Odds makers believe Seattle has the edge, but that doesn't mean the Rams don't have a real chance. Division rivals are always dangerous, especially in the playoffs, because familiarity can cancel out talent advantages. To understand what these odds actually mean, it helps to think of them as a snapshot of confidence. Betting odds aren't just predicting winners, they reflect injuries, recent performances, public opinion, and how professional bettors see the matchup. When a team is a small favorite, it usually means the game is expected to be close. When the odds swing after an injury, it shows how important one player can be to a team's entire outlook. For example, a team might look dominant on paper, but if their quarterback is limited or unavailable, the entire strategy changes. Offenses become more cautious, defenses get put under more pressure, and suddenly the underdog doesn't look so unlikely anymore. That's exactly what's happening in the AFC Championship, where the margin between winning and losing feels razor thin. Another thing to keep in mind is momentum. Teams that peak late in the season often outperform expectations. Confidence, locker room belief, and recent success can sometimes matter more than regular season records. Weather could also play a role, especially in late January games, where cold temperatures and wind can limit passing attacks and favor teams that run the ball well and play strong defense. As we head into Championship Sunday, these odds will continue to shift based on final injury reports, practice updates, and betting action. But one thing is clear. Both games are expected to be intense, physical, and decided by small moments. Whether it's a backup quarterback stepping into the spotlight or a division rivalry reaching its breaking point, the path to the Super Bowl is anything but predictable. So now it's your turn. Do you trust the favorites to handle business, or are we about to see another shocking upset? Drop your predictions in the comments, let me know who you think is heading to the Super Bowl, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NFL playoff breakdowns. Championship Sunday is almost here. Enjoy the games.